Cancer. How are you? Oh, it's looking dark, isn't it? Huh. Hang on. Okay, hopefully that's better. This is Mary Ellen. Hi, King. I just came rushing in the door. Cancer, I'm here to do your reading. Today's Lionsgate. I have been spinning out the water element readings today, and my guides are urging you, as they often do, take some time. If you want to understand yourself and the strings of energy, the quantum energy that flows through you and to you from within the general. Okay, my guys just said the generation. So the general, all right, generation meaning all the beings, human beings that are here of the water element. Go look. Massive transformation. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I invite everyone to subscribe. There's a lot going on coming forward here, and my guides would invite you. They always say, we invite you to come and join the family, so to speak. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards. We're going to look into the overview of the message. We're going to check out what's going on with you and your love life, Cancer, and then we're going to look at your partner. In the end, I'm going to pull a rune for you. Okay? So I often do some pre-shuffling and pre-card pulling. Okay, that's very. And my cards upside down. Yeah, they are. All right. So buffalo, very sacred. There's a story about, if you look at the book, this is very sacred energy when you think about the notion of buffalo as the divine provider, carrying a lot of wisdom, feeding the tribes, the sacred tribes of the native people here in this place. My guides are saying that we're treated so cruelly, and into this day, they're saying, isn't that sad to know? So, Cancer, you, like your cohort, have been traveling through transformation. Talked a lot about it. If you're new and you haven't seen some of the previous videos, there are playlists on the channel. Go check them out. I always attach a couple, through one of those eye in the sky links on the video. So I'm going to attach last week's and possibly my guys are talking about the eclipse. So Lionsgate, my guides are saying that this is the energy that you carry, and they're also telling me this is the place into which you have risen. That's very interesting. All right, so I'm going to pick something from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, please. Guides, angels, ascended masters. My guys just said, and don't forget grandma. Means my grandmother. I've been getting a nurse to put her picture on my table. Well, this is her table. It's been handed down to me. And it's I've been thinking about walking away from Moonrise Cottage. If I had to leave everything and pick one thing to take, this would be it. Because she is so precious. All right, Spirit. What is it we've got? Look. Woo, Cancer, yeah. You're continuing the process of freeing yourself from the things that have bound you. And because you're in this buffalo medicine, you're now wielding this blade in a way that brings to you the energy, the medicine, my guides are saying, that you need to have to free yourself, to cut away that which does not work in order to accept the divine gifts that you are being given. You're coming into some very beautiful energy, and you stand there. My guides are saying you're representing now, Cancer, and I love that. It's beautiful. We've got the North Node in Cancer. Your opposite sign in the South Node, shredding form, rebuilding structure on this Lionsgate day. Please, dear guides, give us something from the journey of love for beautiful Cancer. Some piece of string of energy is what they're talking about. They're really talking about quantum today. Quantum partnership, quantum energy. They're telling me to stop. Oh, this is going to make me cry. Oh, Cancer. Okay. Cosmic butterfly. Okay. That's what you're using the blade for. And the ancient ones, okay? So you are in connection on this day, very definitely. And any moment that you come across, like a lot of readers say, it's really true. You can have trust and faith in this. My guys are saying, take this one. I think that belongs to your partner. I'm going to put that over here, okay? I'll put that on hold for a second. Okay, so you are together with the Ancient Ones in this process, and there is a legacy of light that is meant to come through your form into this place, of course. And it's the light of love energy. So you're continuing to free yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, my guides are telling me get one of these for your partner. We're just gonna sort of frame it up. My guides are saying the Hunter. Ooh, interesting. All right, so just go look at Scorpio. Go look at Pisces, okay? You got some really intense energy coming at you out of the void through a partner who's hunting you down. Isn't that interesting? Look. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, I can't wait to see this. All right, so let's see. What do we need for your partner? We need anything else? Should we pick an animal medicine card for them? Let's see who you got on the menu. There's somebody who's hunting. I'm going to read to you from these books about this stuff. So I want to read a little bit about buffalo. I'm going to read a little something from the blade. Cosmic butterfly. Clearly, we don't need to. I don't think we need to consult the books about that. That's self-evident. And the Ancient Ones. Okay, so through this buffalo medicine that you are carrying, Cancer. Okay, my guides are saying you have been answered. Oh, look. Woo, the crow. Okay, just like all the other water signs, deep and fabulous. All right, I'm going to put it down here like this, okay, because I'm running out of room. All right, let's jump in. The void, self-explanatory, okay? I'm going to read to you from the animal medicine cards. Hang on, I pushed it all the way across the table. About buffalo and about crow. So you have a framework so that then we're going to jump in. I call this my race car deck to the beautiful golden tarot. Okay, so while I read these, we'll just leave that in the middle there to absorb the energy. Let's see. So buffalo is about prayer and abundance. In the Lakota tradition, it was the white buffalo calf woman who brought the sacred pipe to the people and taught them to pray. The bowl of the pipe was the receptacle that held tobacco, an herb that was said to have male and female medicine. The stem of the pipe represented the male entering the female and seeding life. In the coming together of male and female, the connection to the divine energy of the Great Spirit was made. In many traditions, white buffalo is the most sacred. The appearance of white buffalo is a sign that prayers are being heard and the sacred pipe is being honored. Buffalo is the major source of sustenance for the plains peoples. It gave meat for food, hides for clothing, warm and soft buffalo robes for the long winters. The medicine of buffalo is prayer, gratitude, and praise. Buffalo medicine is knowing that abundance is present when all relations are honored as sacred and when gratitude is expressed to every living part of creation. Because of its desire to give the gifts of its body, and because of its willingness to be used on this earth for the highest good, before entering the hunting grounds, that gave me a shiver. Before entering the hunting grounds of the spirit, buffalo did not readily stampede or run from hunters. Buffalo medicine is to give praise for the richness of life to be shared with all races, all creatures, all nations, all life. It means smoking the pipe for others so that their needs are met. If you have drawn buffalo, you may be asked to use your energy in prayer. You may also be called upon as an instrument of someone else's answer to a prayer. This could portend a time of recognizing the sacredness of every walk of life, even though it may be different from your own. To honor another's pathway, even if it brings you sadness, is a part of the message that buffalo brings. This may be a time of reconnection to the meaning of life and the value of peace Most assuredly, this time will bring serenity amidst chaos if you pray in earnest for enlightenment and the power of calmness, and give praise for the gifts you already have. Buffalo medicine is a sign that you achieve nothing without the aid of the Great Spirit, and that you must be humble enough to ask for assistance and then be grateful for what you receive. Okay, totally fascinating, isn't it? This notion of buffalo and the hunter and, ancient people, sacred people, the great people of the Americas that lived here in their own sacred way, with their own sacred traditions for a long time. And my guys are saying until the boat people came and started messing things up. So, buffalo looking into the blade, you are giving of yourself in some way. You are being prepared in some way. And we're talking about energy because next we have cosmic butterfly. Really, truly beautiful. So, in this process that you're in with your love, my guides are saying, hang on one sec, I'll just move that over a little bit. You're being prepared, and your mate, whoever it is that you're working with, it may be a lover, it may be a family member, this might be at work, it might be something that you are asking for in exchange for your ability to bring life force energy forward. So we're talking to light workers and healers of all kinds, I think. And when you step into yourself in this buffalo energy way, the hunter, the divine hunter, and or your partner can feel your vibration. And so let me hold this up for a second because there's a lot of chatter coming through. Do you see that? Do you see how the hunter looks into the spread, looking across at buffalo, looking across through the void into this amazing process that's happening? All right, so I've pre-shuffled the deck, but let me give it one more shuffle, and then we'll pull some cards out. Oh, pardon me. Hang on one sec. I always do this backwards, and I'm not a great fan of reading reversals because I think I want the energies pure and correct as they come out. Every once in a while, a card does turn upside down, and I know I haven't done it. So that's the other reason I like doing it this way. Okay, so look what's at the split. So you've had, and we've been talking about it, Cancer, you've had some challenges. Things are changing. You've had some tower moments. You had to defend yourself. It's something that you really didn't want to engage in, but it came to you. And so clearly the process is coming forward and you're coming to peace. You are cutting away that which doesn't serve you, aren't you? I like it. So there we are through the tower moments. Again, look at the split, just so you'll know, okay? Love it. So whatever this tower moment was all about, you're addressing it with the love in your heart. And you're doing your best to understand. And I think that's why the cards are showing up this way. Okay, so Spirit, give us some messages for beautiful Cancer on this day of the Lion's Gate for the week of August 8th through to the 15th, the full moon coming forward. Please, Spirit, what is it that we, look. Woo, Hierophant. Okay, love it. Spirit, what are the messages for beautiful Cancer about the sacred journey? Clearly, they're on a sacred journey. They're feeling their sacredness. You're feeling something about yourself as a cup and the transformation that you're undergoing. Thank you, Spirit. So if you're new to my readings, this card that comes out from the regular tarot deck, okay, hang on. That's what the theme that my guides want to speak with you about. This is your energy in the moment, okay? These cards on the bottom are about what's happening in your human life. So I use the cards to illustrate the messages that channel from my guides, okay? So my belief is they spit them out, I tell the story. Okay, so this very similar types of things just came out for your cohort. I think since these flipped out, we're going to put them there, and this is going to go up here. So hang on a second and see. Look what's in. Woo-wee, Cancer. All right, so you are doing the sacred work, connecting, cutting away which doesn't work. That which doesn't work. So you sacrificed yourself somehow, and we're talking about a spiritual basis. You may have done it for a partner, or with a partner. Something's been sacrificed because of a really sacred, the word that's coming through is mission. You know, something that you came here as a spirit being agreeing to take part in. And because you are sacrificing yourself, allowing your, maybe you've been cut away from somebody's life, or maybe your energy. I don't know. I can't wait to see the cards coming out. There's something mystical transformation. You are actively engaged in your own life, okay? Because you've called forth the energy of the sacred male, okay? The counterpart to the high priestess. You called it forward. That's literally what this is about. And look, the ancient ones, they heard you. You called them, they heard you. And they're coming forward. Very definitely. All right, so the process of change that you're undergoing is this. You are intending to become the cup because you, my guides, are talking to the light workers out there. And you know, even if you are not specifically a healer, we know that as a Cancer, the energy you carry is healing, right? You're empaths. The life cycle that you have brings forward love energy just by walking down the street. And so as we're all perfecting our energy in 2019, we're all going through these massive transformations. So there it is. Okay? Sitting right below the Wheel of Fortune that is you. Literally, it's a reflection. These two cards are the same. Okay? Scorpio energy going deep. Might be a Scorpio in your life, but really what we're talking about is your death and rebirth cycle. And you are intending to have it's the love that's in you, it's the love that came to you, it might be your partner that turns the wheel in this way and brings to you, again, my guides are saying it's just a mirror, okay? 5 of Pentacles, the feeling of lack, the feeling of not being enough that causes you to be driven out because of what's inside of you. That's what you're trying to change. And so you're going through some kind of cycle that made you feel like this. Maybe you offered your cup of love and it was rejected. So, okay, then we have that. So it's a rapid cycle, at least this week, because this week you're coming back into your power. Let me move this back a little bit. Okay? So you've been through something that in a certain way, because the hunter's on the table, we see the blade and buffalo and all of the allegories that could go with that. You have felt that you have offered yourself for a sacred process. And the guides are coming forward and affirming for you, yes, you have. And your willingness to step into this journey has brought you back into your power. Do you see? It's a sacred turning so that you return to your power. And I think the power of love energy in your life is now secure in your being, my guides are saying. And because that is true, there's you. Literally, this is you. And in my readings, this top row is about your heart, soul, chakra desire. Okay? So you have caused a great turning because you reached out to the Great Spirit in a very sacred way and asked for help. And you were answered, check it out, you were answered by the ancient ones because there's a legacy of light that's meant to come forward for you. And there it is. It's the light of the water element. And you're now stable. Okay? Ace of Pentacles. Some great knowing has come to you out of the void, possibly through a partner. We'll see. It looks like it. You see? There's the void. Somebody came into your life. This is you wielding your energy, but it's also some divine energy that comes in and helps you to have an inspiration that causes you to walk out of that garden gate and walk into your life. Because the bounty that you have now is within you. You don't have to be confined within the walls of the garden. You can walk out now. And you take your bounty with you, which is really beautiful. And that bounty is a legacy of light. Passionate messages coming in. Okay? Beautiful. Knight of Wands energy, sitting together, again, with the Ancient Ones and the Hierophant. And this notion of the blade, you see how beautifully connected this is? Really interesting. So I'm going to pull one more card. Let's get an outcome card for beautiful Cancer. What is this great turning? Spirit, please tell us, give us one more message for beautiful Cancer about the way they are present in their own life while they move through the relationship with a sacred partner, a quantum partner. Look, ooh, it's perfect. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look, you are being released from something that bound you, an addiction, a way of being, my guides are saying, because, when we see this going on, we're talking about a way of being, I think. Clearly, for some of you, it is about a partnership that you needed to free yourself from. Might be an addiction, all the things that people say about the devil card, okay? Capricorn type of energy, and right now, what is Capricorn doing? It's shredding all of us so that we can rebuild ourselves, freeing us from that which didn't serve us anymore. And today on the Lion's Gate, you walk through the gate into your freedom. So the other thing about this, in non-traditional tarot decks, I use the Celtic Wisdom Tarot a lot. And the card that indicates Capricorn is, my guides are saying, it's energy that's more pure. So it is about the great earth god of the Celtic people who ruled the forests, who ruled the land with a lot of wisdom. And before paganism was vilified and this turned into this, it had another meaning, it had another form. So I think your cosmic butterfly moment, when you take the blade and offer yourself to Great Spirit, that's what it's for. You're regaining yourself. You're setting yourself free from something, and you're recapturing your energy in a very passionate way, because the Knight of Wands looks at the process, rides into it. You ride straight into your process. That's what brings the freedom from whatever it is. You're done with this in your life, Cancer. You're so done. You're so done. And you are going to learn over these next 6 months as this process with Cancer, Pluto, Saturn, all the things that are happening. If you're not aware, go look at Molly McCord, some of her beautiful videos. So let's check out this partner, okay? Give me one more card, Spirit. Somebody who's very abundant. My guides call this woman the Queen of Pentacles, even though she's not. And interesting, because, do you see that? She only needs one more pentacle. And she is so happy just as she is. She's holding magic in her hand. She's got that beautiful bird. She can send it out to go find her pentacle anytime she wants. And she's looking into this. Do you see that? She's also looking into the mystical realm. She has come out of the void as the sacred hunter. So my guides are saying, when you think about it, it could be a peregrine falcon that she has on her arm. That, okay, they're talking about mystical women and things like that. The huntress. And we see her again, my guides are saying, okay? Looking into this crow, carrying the energy of the sacred crow. So my guides want me to read that to you. What did I do with the book? Here it is. All right. So crow medicine people are wisdom holders. They are like buffalo, but they are about messages from the spirit realm. Okay, hang on a sec. So crow is about sacred law. There is a medicine story that tells crow's fascination with its own shadow. Crow kept looking at its shadow. She scratched it, pecked at it, until her shadow woke up and became alive. And then in that very moment, Crow's shadow ate her, and Crow became Dead Crow. Dead Crow is the left-handed guardian. And if you look deeply into Crow's eyes, you will have found the gateway to the supernatural. Oh my gosh, Cancer. Crow knows the unknowable mysteries of creation and is the keeper of all sacred laws. So with these two energies joined in this notion of the void, there's somebody who's coming straight out of the void. It's literal spiritual psychic destiny. You're going to go deep. If you're involved with somebody and you guys are spending the day together on Lion's Gate, it's a heads up because this is where you're going. This is the energy you're going to feel between you that's available if you want to utilize it. So, since Crow is the keeper of sacred laws, Crow can bend the laws of the physical universe, and Crow can shapeshift. This ability is rare and unique, and few adepts exist in this world, and fewer still have mastered Crow's art of shapeshifting. This includes doubling or being in two places at one time consciously, taking on another physical form to observe what is happening far away. All sacred texts are under the protection of Crow, and the Creator's Book of Laws or Book of Seals is bound in crow feathers. Crow feathers tell of spirit made flesh. Crow is also the protector of the ancient records. So this goes on for 3 pages. I promise I'm not reading it all to you, but let me just scan a minute while I shuffle. So human laws are not the same as sacred laws. More so than any other medicine, Crow sees the physical world and even the spiritual world as humanity interprets them. They are an illusion. There are billions of worlds. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so Crow is an omen of change. Crow lives in the void. That's why. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's giving me literally a shiver. Oh my goodness. Hang on, I lost my spot. So Crow lives in the void and has no sense of time. Crow sees simultaneously the 3 fates, the past, the present, and the future. Crow merges light and darkness, seeing both inner and outer reality. So if Crow medicine appears in your card spread, you must pause. Reflect on how you see the laws of the Great Spirit in relationship to the laws of humanity. This signifies first-hand knowledge of a higher order of right and wrong that is indicated by the laws created in human culture. With Crow medicine, you speak in a powerful voice when addressing issues that for you seem out of harmony, out of balance, out of whack, or unjust. Remember that Crow looks at the world first with one eye and then the other. In the Mayan culture, cross-eyed people had the privilege and duty of looking into the future. Okay, so that keeps going. That's enough for now. Let's take a look at the hunter. And we will look some more into the cards, okay? And I'll pick a rune for you because you're going deep. Powerful week. This has been coming for 4 weeks, actually. So this is a process. Look back at some of the readings for the previous weeks and at the beginning of, through July, my guides are saying, okay? Because you have been traveling with a sacred partner. Whether it's a love relationship or not, don't get stuck on that because this is about your transformation and your healing. So the essence of the hunter talks about in the days before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted in the forest to feed our kin. The hunter never takes more than what the village needs to survive, often only taking one creature called the good kill. The hunter is a master tracker. God, that literally just came up. I think it was for either Scorpio or Pisces. And I was going to put that on the title of the video, and then it seemed a little too weird in this day of stalking and whatever. So I changed it. But that was the notion that was coming through, the sacred tracker. Oh my gosh. So the master tracker knows which path to follow to find success. And the invitation is that you shall rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest that you are in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by spirit to claim your bounty. There's somebody coming for you, Cancer. They are feeling your vibration. They're attracted to you as a vibratory being because you are in the process of transformation, and it may be that they're standing with you to assist you and you them. Because you don't just come straight out of the void as the hunter with crow eye medicine for nothing. Okay? You know what I mean? So your lover or your love interest, your sacred quantum partner, does not follow the maps that are drawn by others. Because your lover knows that they will not lead them truly. Instead, they become the map maker. They find their own internal compass, and they use all their senses, including common sense. So, two very powerful beings. I think my guides are talking about like the opposite side of the coin for each other. So let's take a look. All right, so clearly this woman, feminine energy, has the ability, because of the crow medicine, because they are tracking your vibration. Maybe somebody that you know, maybe somebody that's coming into your sphere, but there's somebody standing around who wants what you've got. My guides are saying. Really interesting. So let's see. All right, we're going to have to get some clarifiers because look. So here's the way it is. All right, we got Queen of Pentacles right there in the top. We have the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles. So there's something. Do you see how there's this notion of a thief? Okay, somebody not being honest, somebody doing some tomfoolery in front of the Queen of Pentacles. So Cancer, if this is a relationship that you're in, that you have taken part in, your partner is looking in to the part of you that is meant to be cut away and may have released you because of this BS. But your partner, clearly, when we look at this, okay, in their feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter, okay, like all readers say, they're standing firm in their place. Your Queen of Pentacles knows what she knows. And she's just watching you and your bullshit. Quite honestly, that's what's going on. And you're looking back at her going, oh my God, I got found out. Or something, okay? So there's stability here. And let's get a clarifier about the Seven of Swords, okay? Spirit, what's that Seven of Swords about in Cancer's partner? What's going on? Why is the Queen of Pentacles looking at the Seven of Swords? Well, my guide said you're doing it wrong. Why is the Seven of Swords looking at the Queen of Pentacles? So here's what's coming out. See that? She knows that there's destiny coming forward. There is some confusion about what to do, and there may be some resistance. I honestly think, Cancer, this has to do with you more so than your partner, but it is in the line of your partner, so your partner may be having some struggles of their own. Spirit, give us some more information about the Queen of Pentacles, please. Why is Queen of Pentacles here? Give us one more card, please. What is the intention of the Queen of Pentacles in Cancer's life, please? What is it? Can you please give us one? Yeah, see? So, Queen of Pentacles has pure intention and is waiting for you to go through this process. That's why she is the hunter, coming out of the void with this crow-eye medicine. She's bringing forward her energy that reflects the sacred laws of the universe, because there is something very powerful about the blending of your energies that has to do with sacred temperance, okay? Alchemy, that's what I'm trying to say. So if you go and look up the Two of Wands and what it really, or pardon me, Two of Cups, what it really means. She's waiting for you to get balanced so that she can share her cup of love. And by so doing, she is having her own transformation. But mostly she just came through and she's just standing in her power. This is what's available through this woman. In Cancer, you see where you're at? She does. And she loves you anyway. She doesn't care. I mean, she does care. You know who's not here? Queen of Wands is not here. Because she would kick your ass. I'm saying it from personal experience. And I'm sorry I'm laughing. No disrespect, but it's just what's true. Okay? So this crow-eye mate, and my guides are saying her, probably because there's so much feminine energy all over it, just waiting for you, assisting you in some way as you go through your process to throw off whatever is binding you so that you can step into your power and stop feeling like you're this, like you're nothing and that you have nothing and that you're not worthy and blah, 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 the self-talk. Enough of that, okay? Your sacred mate is here. They're waiting for you. They're hunting for you. Absolutely. This is like a really fabulous. My guides are saying it's like a romance novel. You know those cheesy romance books that you can buy in the grocery store? My guides are saying, go get one of those and read them because you'll understand. It's kind of like that. Isn't that funny? All right. So don't worry. Destiny's coming forward. It's going to be okay, Cancer. Whether you're with this person or not is almost irrelevant because of the effect that you have on each other. I really love it. And so my guides are saying, so from the widest perspective possible, you may, in your solitary nature, those of you who are single and are not seeking anybody out, so you might come into somebody's presence, in a shocking moment that you didn't anticipate. And it may also be that this lover, this sacred lover over here, that might just be the universe. Seriously. It might just be the universe hunting you down, Cancer, because it's time for your transformation, and they're not letting you say no. Do you see how they're chasing you? Very interesting. Just following, right? These women don't chase anybody. It's an energy. My guides are saying it's an energetic. Yeah. You're being followed by the energy of the universe. So go look at Pisces. Thank you for sitting for this long reading, my guides are saying. Ooh-wee. I have my little tiny house. My desk here, my table, is right near the front door. And I sit with the door open so the energies can come in. And there are, my guide just said a horde, a huge number of dragonflies just flying around in front of the door. A whole lot. It's interesting. And it's about to rain. It's getting really humid. We've been having thunderstorms. So, interesting. All right, Spirit, please give us a notion about Cancer and whoever this huntress is that's coming out of the void with the crow eye. Looking at you. Sitting in her abundance. Through this person, you could have it all, Cancer, if you want it. So fit. I love this. You're doing whatever you're doing. She's just looking at her pentacle going, yeah, someday they'll understand because it's destiny while you finish your process. And the other thing, I guess, thank you, Spirit. That's the other thing about this. Cancer, you are finishing your process. It's nearly at its completion point. It's coming forward. You are going to finish a process between now and the end of the year, very definitely. Okay, let's see what this is. I'm going to put it right there. Thank you, Spirit. That is just effing fabulous. That's Hagalaz. Hang on a second. So that is the room of elemental disruption. Yeah, something's going on, Cancer. They're cutting the meat off your bones, aren't they? We're helping you release stuff. So, using the book of Runes by beautiful Ralph Blum. I love this little book. It's very basic, but it just sort of distills for the common audience, my guides are saying. All right, so Hagalaz. For some reason today they want me to show you. There you go. Okay. It's disruption. It's about elemental power. And it is signified by hail. So I'm going to put an eye in the sky about my reading as I went into my own water sign energy. At the very end, if you don't want to listen to me talk for an hour, scroll to nearly the end. There's some discussion there about the life cycle of the water element people. And it does involve ice, and it does involve fire, and it does involve rain and thunder, lightning, hail. So Hagalaz indicates change, freedom, invention, liberation. All of these are attributes of this room. Drawing it indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting identification with material reality. See? Somebody's going to pull you across into some form of abundance. I think that's part of this. Or you're just going to feel like you're standing in all of this sacred abundance, and it's going to cause you to start to cut away the ropes and change to free yourself from that which is binding you. And it's this. My guides are saying it's like it's this. And they've been walking with you, Cancer, while you've been manifesting this in your life. Clearly, this is a general reading. It's not for everybody, but my guides are saying in terms of the kind of Cancer energy, it itself is being freed in order to be utilized in this world. Goodness. Okay, so you're breaking free from constricting identification with the material reality of this world to experience the world of the archetypical mind. Perfect. This is the rune of elemental disruption of events that seem to be totally beyond your control. Hagalaz has only an upright position, yet it always operates through reversal. When you draw this rune, expect disruption because it is the great awakener. Although the form the awakening takes may vary, perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming up to your senses, as though you were emerging from a deep sleep. See that? Look. Wow. Then again, the onset of power may be such as to rip away the literal fabric of what you previously knew as your reality. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Whatever you knew as your reality, your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationships, your belief systems. This disruption takes many forms. A relationship fails, plans go awry, a source of supply may dry up. But don't be dismayed, because whether you created the disruption or whether it comes from an outside source, you are not without power in this situation. It is your inner strength and the will you have funded until now in your life to put up with that. That's a lot of power. It provides support and guidance at a time when everything that you've taken for granted is being challenged. Everything about who you are. This is one of the cycle runes, and the term radical discontinuity best describes the action of Hagalaz at its most forceful. The more severe the disruption in your life, the more significant and timely the requirements for your growth. The universe and your own soul are demanding, literally, that you grow. So my guys have been talking in my ear. They want me to pick a rune for this partner, okay? So, some water signs are being consumed and regurgitated, right? When alligator shows up, I think it was Scorpio. I've done so many readings in the last couple of days, I don't remember. But check it out. The theme coming forward is very much the same. Okay, so I'm sorry I'm laughing because I know on some level it's not funny, but for me as a shamanically led person, it sort of becomes comic at a really beautiful spiritual level, and you learn to be a little lighthearted. That's literally the rune for partnership. So you're involved in some kind of mystical partnership. I'll read it to you. It's basically talks about don't collapse yourself into the partnership. And whoever this person is, they're not going to let you do it. Okay? Or if you go there together, it's going to cause this. It's going to cause sort of a big bang moment, because there's some pretty strict rules about this crow medicine and this sort of shamanic hunter that comes out of the void to assist someone. So this is Gabo. It is a partnership, a gift being given. Okay? Drawing this rune is an indication that partnership in some form is at hand. In love relationships, in business matters, and partnering of every kind, you are put on notice not to collapse yourself into that union, because true partnership is achieved only by separate and whole beings who retain their separateness. You see this? Even while traveling together with you and looking into the possibility of creating this, whole enchilada 10 of cups, this feminine energy stands in her power because it is her destiny, and she just watches you struggle. It's not her. That's not her energy. That's her hunting you down, watching you go through your cycle. I'm fairly certain about that because of the way the cards are coming out. And on some level, it's her destiny to experience this with you on some level. And, the temperance, balance, healing, interesting, connected, all this strong feminine energy connected right straight through to the Emperor. I really love it. And in the same line with the Hierophant, something sacred's going on. Let's see. So, don't collapse yourself into the union, for true partnership is achieved only by separate and whole beings who retain their separateness as they unite. It is important to remember to let the winds of heaven dance between you. Okay, and there they are. See? See that? Amazing. So maybe Cancer, this is you collapsing yourself into this union somehow. It's interesting. And the blade came out and you stepped into some part of your sacred nature in order to release yourself through this reversal. So at the same time, there's another aspect of partnership that you're being called to consider. Because the path of partnership can lead you to the realization of a greater union, and that is union with the higher self, union with the divine. The ultimate gift of this rune is the realization of the divine in all things. God always enters into equal partnerships. And that is why this hunter who came out of the void with crow eye, magic, can see into you, see what your desires are, stand in their own power, put up with your BS, your lack of clarity, perhaps. Because, the thing about this is these are aligned here. They do not prevent, they don't knock this feminine energy off their center at all. It just stands with itself. It's really fascinating to me. So this rune has no reverse because it signifies the gift of freedom from which flow all other gifts. Wow. Cancer, you just rock. We're all superstars at this point because if we made it through all of this intense energy, all these eclipses, all this kind of, although change is never forced and never really coerced because we always have free will to choose, many of us are choosing this. And we are just the heroes of the universe because we're in direct connection with the ancient ones, with our light legacy. And we have all come here to choose to be the cosmic butterfly, the sacred hunter, coming straight out of the void into this lifetime in these days in order to wield this kind of medicine. Crow eye. My guys just keep saying the crow eye through the sacred feminine. Able to see what's possible and be patient and stable enough to just manifest it. Do you see what's happening? It's really interesting. I like it. So Cancer, thanks for listening to me, Babylon. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful day. Go straight into the Lion's Gate. Go listen to Molly McCord or any other sacred astrologist. It's all about love energy, Cancer. It's your moment to become who you are by using your own blade to harvest the gifts that are inside of you, because in this moment you are the cosmic butterfly and you are directly connected, my guides are saying, to the ancient ones. So go straight for it. Thanks, Cancer. Really appreciate everything you're doing. I appreciate your willingness to come through to this plane of existence for this journey. Love you so much. Love and hugs going out to all of you. Give me a little sugar on your way out of the door. Click that like button for me. And if you're new, you're invited to come be part of this little party that's going on at Moonrise Cottage. Thanks, everyone. I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Share some comments. I really want to know what's going on, how you feel this, how it's manifesting in your own life. Thanks. Enjoy the energy. My guides are saying, do it joyfully.